whatever, you know. But today I just want to share a verse, and this verse relates to what I'm sharing today from Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." And so the reason why I share this verse is, for the longest time, one of my biggest struggles was fully trusting in him. Because, you know, prior to me moving here to Hawaii, I was living about 4 months ago in the state of Georgia, Atlanta, which was where I was raised up most of my life. And essentially, God had always put in my heart to move out here. But it was always something that, like, how am I going to get a job out there? What am I going to do when I get there? I don't know anyone. And I had a good life out there. I had struggles there too. I didn't have a church family for the longest time. That was one of the biggest things that really, put me through a dark season with depression and with anxiety. I wasn't able to, have a community like I was able to find here. But I got to the point where, I was like, I prayed about it. And the one big thing that really got to me was on a verse. And the next verse that I'm going to share with you is from Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 to 7. "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." And that's the one thing that really got to me, was just the peace that I felt in my heart when I prayed about it, because I'm very anxious. I always think twice about what am I going to do and everything. But the fact that I felt the peace of the Lord was something big, because I was like, I'm not the type to go out there and make the big risk decisions or anything. But I was like, you know what, God, I'm going to obey you. And we know that when we obey God's words, it leads to blessings. And God's not always going to give us the easiest path. He's not. It's going to be challenging. Sometimes it's not going to make any sense what he's telling us to do. But with that being said, if God is for you, then who can be against you? God is going to make a way, and God's just going to fill your heart with that peace that you know that he is for you. He will make a way. And so that's why I am here today, because God made a way. I got off the plane, and the next day I found a room to stay. I actually have one of my housemates that showed up over there named Bruce. He found me a room that was very, God ordained, I don't know. And then I found a job the next week, and I was like mind blown. I was like, God, how are you doing this? I didn't expect that. And above that, I was taking a bunch of depression and anxiety medications back in Georgia, but God lifted that out of me. I'm no longer depressed. I no longer have anxiety. I don't need any of that. And so I'm just so blessed, so grateful to be here with you guys. And if there's one thing that I just want to share with you guys, is whatever you might be facing in your life, pray about it. And if God just gives you that peace, just hold on to that peace, because God's going to make a way. He's going to make a way. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.